Homer's Dubers.
Homer, you promised.
I promised I wouldn't eat. Never. You lie.
Oh, please. We've never thrown a party. Now we're going to pay back all the friends who've invited us to their homes.
Never thrown a party? What about that big bash we had with all the champagne and musicians and holy men and everything?
That was our wedding.
Season 2, Episode 20, The War of the Simpsons. The episode was directed by Mark Kirkland, who directed the episodes Burns Vakoff and Kraftwerk, Homer and Apu, Sideshow Bob Roberts, The Springfield Connection, Lisa the Vegetarian, Bart Carney, The Wizard of Evergreen Terrace, Pygmalion, and Behind the Laughter. Congrats, Mark! This is the 10th episode we have covered, directed by you. So like John Swartzwelder, we will just be counting the episodes we cover directed by you instead of naming them. Speaking of John, the episode was written by John Swartzwelder. I think this is the 14th episode we've covered now, written by John.
Excellent.
Production code was 7F20. The original air date was May 2nd, 1991. In this episode, after Homer humiliates Marge by getting drunk at a dinner party, she signs them up for marriage counseling at Reverend Lovejoy's lakeside retreat in hopes of saving their relationship. The chalkboard gag was, I will not do anything bad ever again, and the couch gag is the family being squeezed off one by Homer so he has the couch to himself. While the episode is remembered for its humor, writer Mike Reiss described it as bringing nothing but trouble for the staff. After John Swartzwelder submitted the script, the team received an unsolicited one with a nearly identical plot. To avoid legal issues, they paid the writer $3,000 and moved forward with their own version. A number of scenes were ultimately cut from the episode. Originally, the marriage retreat featured more unexpected couples, like Mr. Burns with a mail-order bride, and Mrs. Krabappel trying to reconcile with her estranged husband Ken. The entire sequence was rewritten with help from producer James L. Brooks, who worked with the team for several hours to salvage it. This episode quietly introduced Snake Jailbird, Springfield's slick repeat offender. Though he wouldn't be named until the Season 3 episode Black Widower, he makes his first appearance at Bart and Lisa's Wild House Party. Director Mark Kirkland, wrapping up his first season with the show, poured everything he'd learnt that year into the animation of this episode. At the time, both he and his team were still fairly new to the craft, so the episode served as a showcase of their growing skills. He found animating a drunk Homer particularly challenging. Another fun detail with this episode is that Gloria, a woman seeking marriage counseling at the retreat, was voiced by Julie Kavner. While Kavner is best known for playing Marge, it's one of the few times she's voiced a character outside of Marge's family. Here are the top 5 moments from the episode. Number 5.
Now, this is a trust exercise. You fall backwards and rely on your spouse to catch you.
Do I have to do this?
No, even if your husband were here, I wouldn't recommend it. Marge, as a trained marriage counselor, this is the first instance where I've ever told one partner that they were 100% right. It's all his fault, and I'm willing to put that in a certificate you can frame.
Number 4.
Children, it's time for you to go to bed.
But Mom, I want to hear the witty banter of sophisticated adults.
Yeah, you can't have any fun in bed.
Oh, son, when you're older, you'll know better. Oh, baby. Yeah.
Number 3.
My name's Gloria. I'm here because Johnny Boy hasn't been able to cut it man-wise for some time. Not that I'd want his odor of gin and sour defeat pressed against me.
That's enough, Gloria.
Thank you, Gloria. John, why don't you tell us a little about why you're here?
She never cooks. She keeps a filthy house and she talks profanely. She's the queen of the harpies.
No, I'm
Queen of the
not.
harpies.
No, I'm not.
Here's your crown, your majesty.
Get away from
Queen
me.
of the harpies.
You're in the right place. First, I want you to look into each other's eyes.
Your eyes. I've forgotten how beautiful they are.
Let's never fight again.
We were fools to argue.
Well, let's not talk about that.
Let's not talk at all.
Remember my saving your lives and bringing you happiness when we pass the collection plate next week?
Number 2.
I want to make sure the kids don't hear. When I was young, I always hated knowing my parents were fighting.
They're fighting in the car again. That music always sends a chill down my spine.
Homer, do you remember the way you acted at the party last night?
The way I acted? So I said I must get out of these wet clothes and into a dry martini. Oh, you puppy. Thank you. Good Lord, there's a fly in my drink. I put it there. You did? I slipped it into your glass as a gag. Pure hilarity.
Pure Homer.
I pronounce it to be the most whimsical tip of the season.
Number 1.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Simpson.
Simpson. Come back for more, eh?
Hey, go! What?
Oh, my.
Entering the MVP circle for the first time, I'm giving this to
I'll be back in a jiffy!
Grandpa Simpson. I look at the family members in this episode, and maybe I would have given it to Marge out of the family members, but looking at the B-plot, I really do feel sorry for Grandpa, and I think it was a brilliant teaching lesson for Bart by pretending to cry and making him clean up the house. Bart deserved that, and I thought that was really, really clever of Grandpa. IMDb rates this episode at a 7.8, and I'm bringing it down to a 6.5. I think I have said it before in previous episodes, I dislike the eps where Homer and Marge fight, and it's mainly to do with Homer doing something bad. They just ain't for me. I hate to see Marge upset. She is my favorite. But I will give credit to the amazing animation the crew did for this episode, especially around the Homer being drunk sequences. Although the shot of Homer and his face when wanting Maude to bend further down is terrifying. Tune in next week as we go through another episode in the series, but until then, see you later everyone. Cheers.
Grandpa, what's your secret?
Pretending to cry? That's right, you heard me! Pretending to cry! I can turn it on and off like a faucet! Oh, I'm crying, I'm so scared!
Way to go, Grandpa. You'll never trust another old person.
I fooled you! So long, suckers!
Yeah, General Sherman. They say he's 500 pounds of bottom-dwelling fury, don't you know? No one knows how old he is, but if you ask me, and most people do, he's 100 years if he's a day.
And no one's ever caught him?
Well, one fella came close, went by the name of Homer. 7 feet tall he was, with arms like tree trunks, and his eyes were like steel, cold and hard. Had a shock of hair, red like the fires of hell.